It's your man Jay Graves Report, and welcome to the Mick Football Preview Week 5, presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy. Now, y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Hey, previewing the top 4 ball games, because there ain't but 4 ball games in the mix, because it's 18. You know how we do this. Hey, first ball game, we going out to Carmel. They got number 12, Lawrence North, shows up to play the Greyhounds that are ranked number 11. These dumb were ranked number 1 when we first started. Hey, they keep losing. They keep losing on the rope. That rope keeps slipping away on them. Carmel, we looking for you to hold on and stay in the top 11, because right now, it's looking bad, bro. You can't go from number 1 all the way to number 11 in a matter of 4 weeks. Hey, let's look at this. We got a guy named Darren McCulley at Lawrence North. Puts in work at quarterback. Now, I like this kid, but most importantly, I like the done named Trey Bonds, putting in work running the football. Now, they coming off 2 bad losses, tough losses. They actually lost to Lawrence Central a few weeks ago in a battle. Good game. I was at that ball game. Then they turned around last weekend and lost to North Central 21-7. But these guys have a really good team. They 2-2. They 500. Carmel's a 500. The reason I'm all over Carmel won the state championship last year. They come in with a whole bunch of pressure on them. And now all of a sudden they sitting at 2-2, back at the crib. Look like they can turn it around and get it together. Jake McDonald and company got to put in work this weekend. They just got to hold on to that rope. That rope keep getting slippery, bro. Hey, I'm going this ball game because the rope is getting slippery for Carmel. I got to go with Lawrence North going in to upset these boys at the crib, at Carmel. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got huge ball game over at Pike. We got number 2, Lawrence Central, going over to play Pike. Now, Lawrence Central coming into the ball game undefeated, 4-0, unblemished. They got boys stepping off the bus, putting in work. Last week, my man Danielle Meredith put in crazy work as they upset Warren Central last week. He put in 288 yards, 4 touchdowns. My man Donovan Wright had 8 catches, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then they got a cat with a name. He's like a professional athlete with this name. They call him John Childs. I like that last name, bro. You gotta go to NFL with a name like that. That done told it to rock last week. Had 28 carries, 108 yards. Going to work on the board. Now, they did all this with a couple of cats suspended. Now, we won't even name the done that was suspended. Y'all know who y'all are, because Big Mama was upset. But they got out of the woods. They didn't have to worry about boys being there. Now, you got to come in, put in work. Pike on the other end. Pike coming off of 2 losses after they beat the brakes off of Fishers a few weeks ago, 43-0. Then came in, got the dog snot beat out of them last week against Ben Davis. Ben Davis just got weapons all over the field. Then they lost a close one to Carmel, 21-18. Pike's got to be able to come out of this hole right now, play these boys heavy. They got 2 quarterbacks, Jordan Garrett and Jason Graves. They got to be able to figure out splitting that playbook up together, making boys do what they do. I think that they are a good team, but I don't think they got enough weapons in the trunk to beat these boys. Because these cats over at Lawrence Central, they putting in work right now, bro. They going to work. Hey, all I'm saying is, hey, be careful out there, bro. It's going to get slippery. It's going to get slippery. Danielle Meredith and company getting off the bus, and they got it done over there at Lawrence Central. They call him Manny Bellamy. He's on my all-uniform team. When he get off the bus, he got 5 tackles, bruh. Number 41, look him up. When he get off the bus, he gonna be the cat that look the best in the uniform. My all-uniform team, my man Manny Bellamy is on that team. Now, let's move on to the next ball game. I got Lawrence Central to win this one. Now, let's go to the next ball game. We got number 5, Center Grove, going out to play number 6, North Central. Now, here's the deal. North Central is still in the top 10. These Duns are showing up, shocking the world. North Central is 3-1. They beating everybody right now. Coming, hey, like I told you before, they went 3, 4, 5 years without winning a ball game. Now all of a sudden, Coach O'Shea got these boys rolling. Now, like I have to tell you every week, Coach O'Shea is the cat that came up from Lafayette Central Catholic, was 114-10 in 9 years, won 5 state championships. So he's brought in a new coach, got these boys rolling. I'm going to tell you this. They got so much swagger right now at North Central that Coach O'Shea going to come out on the field tomorrow, this weekend, in a chinchilla and some Timberlands. That dog going to be floating. He floating right now. He ain't even touching the ground when he walking, bruh. They throwing the rose petals out on him because he winning like that. 3-1, and they hadn't won 3 ball games in about 8 years. Hey, these boys putting in work. Now, don't get it twisted. We got a cat on the other side of the ball. They call him the Warhorse, Carson Steele. That done runs like crazy. He was averaging before last week, averaging 175 yards a game. He put 235 up against Carmel. Then he showed up against the Ben Davis Giants. Let me tell you this. About first possession, that done popped one for about 75 yards, went all the way to the house on Ben Davis. The doggone roof exploded in the joint. I almost fainted because he came my way because the dun is running all over everybody. The crowd is going crazy, and they call it back for a block in the back. After that, Ben Davis closed the gate on a boy, held him to 75 yards. So I say all that to say, Potter, the Warhorse, whatever they want to call him over there, the cat that runs like crazy, he got to make up for last week. He got to make up for lost time. So he going to start running on Thursday. He going to start running on Thursday. If the dun and the chinchilla on the other side of the ball is not prepared for this cat, it's going to be a problem. But I will say, North Central is putting in work. Liam Thompson has already thrown for 822 yards, 4 touchdowns already. They got a cat named George Stokes running the rock. He's already put up 423 yards and 4 touchdowns. Then you got crazy wide receivers over there in Cole McGuire and Trayvon Elliott. So even though Center Grove got the Warhorse, Potter, Carson Steele, whatever you want to call him, I call him the dun that keeps on running. Hey, even with all of that, I think that North Central playing at the crib with all of those weapons, I think they'll win this ball game. But hey, they're gonna have to keep it tight because the Warhorse is gonna run. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got the big ball game on the west side of town. We got East Side versus West Side. We got number 3, Warren Central, going over to play the number 1 Ben Davis Giants. Now, here's the deal. Both these duns gonna pull up in big body Chevys. Both these duns pulling up with on 20, sitting on 24s. They got weapons all over the field. Warren Central gets off the bus. Dean Tate, the dun got a quarterback rating of 139-4. Whatever that means. It's better than everybody else's. Then you got David Bell, makes it look easy. You put the rock in his hand, he going the distance. Then you got at the running back position, Romir Elliott, already put up 335 yards rushing in the first 4 ball games. Then you got my man Jason Holland. Let me time out again. Jason Holland is on the all-uniform team again. That dun knows how to wear a uniform. If you want to go take a class on how to put a uniform on, you go holler at my man Jason Holland and Manny Bellamy. And also on the other side of the ball, there's a cat that plays for Ben Davis. On the defensive side, got the best name in football. They call him Sir Zion Dance. He's on the all-uniform team, too. These boys, after the season's over, I'm going to have a motto for me. These cats know how to put it on. But on the other side of the ball, even though Warren Central getting off the bus with all type of weapons, Ben Davis getting off the bus with a cat named Reese Taylor, quarterback rating 130.7. He's already put up 932 yards in the air, another 241 on the ground. He got crazy wide receivers over there. Probably the most impressive wide receiver I've seen catch the football, Brock Thompson. Dunn's got 323 yards catching already, along with Jermaine Hoskins, 323 yards catching. And then you got throw in Keyshawn Tungsten. Hey, these boys are putting in work. They got crazy weapons. Then, we ain't finished. You got Johnny Adams putting in work, 449 yards already on the ground. And then Joey Pearson, 123 yards on only 18 carries. So, if we're going to have to pick this ball game, the only way Ben Davis is going to lose a ball game this year, if the Duns go out there, put on blindfolds, and tie their shoes together. They got too many weapons, bruh. Even though Warren Central is a good team, these boys are loaded. Loaded on the other side. I'm going with Ben Davis to win this ball game. And personally, if you're not at this ball game, something wrong with you. They might look, cut the lights off on all the rest of those ball games. Everybody needs to just come over and watch this one. Play those other games on Saturday. This is the ball game you need to be at. All the weapons on the field. It's going to be nuts. It's your man, Jay Graves Report, from the JGravesReport.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JGravesReport so you can holler at your boy. And also remember that this segment is presented by your good neighbor, State Farm agent, Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy.